Welcome to East Coast Elk Reviews. Today, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing a beer session. So I got three products that I'll be reviewing. Yeah, this will pretty much replace the 9 p.m. show that I was going to do tonight. Figured it might be a little bit easier. Plus, I'm off. I was off all day today. I'm actually off all week. But yeah, what better way to start off the Wednesday night with the live streams than doing a little beer session? So, first product, guess we'll dive right in. First product that I'm going to be reviewing. Actually, let me acknowledge the chat here. Cheers to you, Ridge. Tanner, you need to listen. Must be good. You're doing it. You're doing it right. Cheers. Cheers to you, Ridge. Thanks for stopping by, man. All right. So, the first product we got, this is by Zillicoa. Zillico Beer Company. These guys are out of Woodfin, North Carolina. It says craft your culture, culture your craft. So this is what they call their pills. At the top it says Sykes Farm Pearl and Hirschbrucker hops. You might best pronounce that. It's a North German style Pilsner. All right. On the side it does say lager. This one's clocking in at 5.2% alcohol by volume. They do have a date on the bottom of the can. It says canned on 6/23/22. So this is close to, I'd say 4.5 months. Crafty culture, culture craft, right at the bottom again. So that's nice. Got the canned on date right there. And yeah, without further ado, actually, I'd like to say that this was given to me by Keith from 93 Lumber. Go check him out. 93 Lumber spelled out. Go check him out. Probably leave a link to his channel in the description down below. But yeah, thanks for gifting me this. He gave me a 4-pack of some stuff, and this was one of the beers. And yeah, I got my Trillium Pub glass. Let's pour this up. Let's check it out. Cheers, Ridge. See you in there, man. Now, I did wash these out with soap and water and a sponge, but still kind of giving off that like dirty glassware look. But yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of a haze to it. At first, I thought it was just kind of like a chilled haze, but there is a somewhat hazy, golden, actually more straw color, hazy straw color in appearance. Actually produced a pretty nice head. It's got about one finger, frothy white head, tight knit bubbles, holding some good retention for sure. And yeah, that looks pretty dang good to me for a pilsner. So check out the nose on this. Yeah, yeah, right. It does kind of look like ginger ale. It's a pilsner, so it actually looks a little bit more murky than your average pils. It's got this lemony, cereal green, biscuity, crackery malt, some sweetness. But yeah, overall, you get those like fruity, lemony hops. They say it kind of works with that cereal grain. Yeah, this smells super crisp and clean. Nothing offensive on the aroma at all. Just smells like a crisp, clean Pilsner. Decent ABV for a Pilsner, too. 5.2%. Not bad. Yeah, overall, I will say that this has a little bit more of a fuller aroma for a Pilsner. But yeah, smells really good. Like I said, it's got that lemony fruitiness, cereal grain, crackery, biscuity breadiness. A little bit of like a grassy hop aroma. Let's dive into this. Cheers. Get some music in the background. Right. Let me go for another sip. There's a little bit of a drying, grassy, floral finish, but overall, super crisp and clean. Definitely that lemony note is there as well. Get that crackery, biscuity breadiness again on the palate. Yeah, not bad. Definitely more of like a fruity pilsner. I will say that the hops are definitely standing out in this. You can tell that it's not an adjunct. It's not like an adjunct lager. It's a true to its name lager. No corn or rice. Carbonation. It's about medium. It's not super spritzy, prickly carbonation, but it's still up there. It's about medium. Mouthfeel is definitely light. Goes down super smooth, super crisp, very refreshing. A little bit of like a tart finish as well. There's like a little bit of a tart aspect on the finish with that lemony fruitiness. So some pilsners usually are either super malty or super biscuity and crackery. I think this one is definitely lighter on the malts, lighter on that biscuity breadiness, and more like lemony, fruity, like grassy, which I kind of like. I do like that about it. It does have a little bit of like I said, a little bit of that drying aspect to the beer. But overall, I mean, this is definitely a crusher for days. I wouldn't mind grabbing a 4-pack of this. Unfortunately, I was on the website for these guys, Silicoa, and I couldn't find this beer. It wasn't listed. Yeah, I looked at a couple different pages on their website. This one, the Pils, wasn't coming up. North German style Pilsner. Yeah, I wasn't really seeing it. They had a couple other beers that look pretty interesting, but they don't actually distribute these guys in my area. So unfortunately, I won't be able to try any of their products, considering the fact that I live in Rhode Island too. So I can't even really purchase anything offline. But yeah, I like this. I think they did a really good job with this. If you're a fan of Pilsners, I think you would appreciate this for sure. I would have liked to have it a little bit fresher. I did get this. That's not Keith's fault at all. I did get this a couple months ago. So, I mean, if I tried it right after he gave it to me, I still think it's fresh. I would have liked to try it within that 2-month range. But overall, I think it's still a fresh beer. 4 months. It does have the hops in it, but I can kind of tell it's definitely still on the fresh side. Not really necessarily bending in flavor. For a number for this, though, I'll give this beer a solid 92 out of 100. I really do like it. It's definitely a crusher. Super sippable, super refreshing. Yeah, not bad. So let me see if I can find a little bit more information off these guys. Silicoa. Beers. Let's go to beers. That's all what they have on tap. Is it this one? West Coast Pils, 5.2%. I mean, it doesn't say North German style Pilsner. It says West Coast Pils. Well, 5.2%. What else? I don't think that's it. Keller Pils. They have one that's called Premium, but it's 4.5%. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let's go to their shop. On location. So they have a Gold Lager, Austrian, Fest beer, Keller Pills, Wit beer. Yeah, I'm not seeing this beer. It's all right though. Yeah, another one, West Coast Pills. And then they have some t-shirts, hats, beanies, glasses. Oh, they got a nice IPA glass. I'd buy that. It's kind of like the Drecker glass. Yeah, solid beer glasses they got on their website. Super refreshing. Really is good beer. I do like it. So after I'm done with this one, next up we got we're gonna have a sour IPA with raspberry, and then a double IPA. So see if I can share this up. We'll look at get a little bit of this website while I finish this beer. All right. So yeah, they have a wit beer, Gold Lager, Keller Pills. All decently priced too. Not bad. $13 a 4-pack. 12 bucks for, well, that's a 32-ounce growler. Wit beer, 13 bucks. Citrine Dream. 4-pack, farmhouse ale with Brettanomyces. Excuse me. Hey, what's up? Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, man. Just finished reviewing this, but I got a couple other beers to review. But this is a beer that Keith from 93 Lumber gave me. Silicoa Beer Company is who we're looking at right now. North German style Pilsner. Wasn't able to actually find the beer. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't able to find this exact beer, but I was just looking at some of their prices. I was going to say they seem to be a company that makes lower ABV beers, but then they got this 13.6% Imperial Stout aged in Stag Junior bourbon barrels. Collaboration with Ramari, which was the Murder on the Mountain, the Black Kolsch that Keith gave me as well. So that sounds really good. I've had Stag Junior. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was thinking of George T. Stag. I have Stag Junior. So that Imperial Stout is aged. This one over here, We're Already Dead, it's called. 13.6 Imperial Stout. It's aged in these bourbon barrels. So that's pretty dang cool. That is something I would definitely want. And it's $14 for a 500 ml bottle. Wow, that is a really good price, to be honest with you. 13.6 barrel aged Imperial Stout, 500 ml bottle, $14. Wow. So I will say these guys got some good prices. Overall, it seems like they make lighter beers, but then they're just randomly throwing out this 13.6 bourbon barrel aged Stag Junior barrel stout. Yeah, that's pretty dang cool. Let me finish this up and we'll move on to another beer. Wow, I can't believe that. That's cool. I wonder if Keith's had it. Yeah, I hear you. Well, I just bought a 16.9 ounce bottle for $8, and it's like 3.3%. But it's for Beer Man Show. It's like Fooder aged Berliner Weiss or something. So it was almost $9, but it's like 3.3%. And I guess you could argue lambics are, how much you pay for a lambic, and they're 3%. So a lot of those lower ABV beers are really for like just kind of like maybe something you drink at dinner. I don't think it's nothing to get totally sloshed off of. Probably just something to sit back and hang out. Like I said, something to eat at drink at dinner time. Yeah, I hear you. I get what you're saying. Well, that is a farmhouse ale. I'm not really too familiar with farmhouse ales, so I do get what you're saying about the lambics, though. Yeah, they do go through a long process. Ugh. Oh, that beer was carbonated. It wasn't super high prickly carbonation like a soda or anything, but it was carbonated. Rich says, "Cheers, Joe." Cheers to both of you guys. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we're gonna move on. I did finish this. 92 out of 100 for the Pils, North German style Pilsner by Silicoa. Pretty tasty beer, I will say. They did a really good job with this. All right, switching up the glassware. What should we do next, guys? Should we do maybe farmhouse ales? All about that farmyard funk, sons. I feel like that's how Joe would say it. Excuse me. Barnyard funk. Yeah, I haven't really had too many of them. I like to try them though. There's not many styles that I'm not like totally opposed to trying. I've had some oak age stuff that I wasn't really a big fan of. Some lighter beers that were like oak aged. All right, so what are we reviewing next? Are we doing the Frequentum, or are we doing the Three Floyds? You guys let me know. Yeah, I gotta look more into it. Who was it? Was it Equilibrium? Equilibrium had some different ones. Frequentum. All right, what is a Frequentum? Equilibrium had, I don't know if they were farmhouse ales, but they had some bottles that were in like 500 ml bottles, and they weren't IPAs. Who would have thought? But they were like $11 for a small bottle. Forgot exactly what they were. But. All right, so we're gonna be doing. Oh, I was trying to decipher what you were. Yeah, I was trying to decipher what Rich was saying. Frequentum. Okay, for quantum. Yeah, we're gonna try this one out now. So this is one of their natural flavors. Frequentum Brewing Co. Now I did have, I think it's called their Just Fruits at Beer Tuber Palooza. So this was from Dan. Dan actually sent me home with this. So shout out to Dan from FLX Beer Reviews. I'm gonna leave him in the description down below as well. Yeah, this is a 6.2% alcohol by volume, sour IPA with raspberry. Well, that glare is terrible. And the canned on date is 8/10/22, so we're looking at a little bit over. Actually, we're almost 3 months on this now. Yeah, almost 3 months. But it's a sour IPA, so should be still good. Let's see. I know I had something pulled up. Oh, okay. So on the frequentumbrewing.com, if you go to their tap list, they have to-go cans. This says natural flavors raspberry, 6.2% alcohol by volume. We got a price, $20 for a 4-pack. And it says dry hopped with Simcoe, Citra, and Kohatu. Now, I did have a Kohatu double IPA with Kohatu the other day. Really good. I liked it. Now, I don't know because this is a sour IPA. Usually sour IPAs, and it's got an adjunct raspberries in it. They tend to overpower the fruit notes that you would get with the hops that they're using. But who knows? We'll see what happens. I actually had 2 of those farmhouse ales from Equilibrium in the bottles. I reviewed them last year. Nice. Yeah, I gotta check them out. I want to give at least one of them a shot. I know there was 3 of them, and they actually had I think they had some decent age to them as well. These fruits are incredible. A few I've had. Yeah, the one that Dan had me try was pretty dang good. On their website, they have pineapple, mango, papaya, and strawberry passion fruit peach. I think I might have tried one of those. But most natural flavors are just heavily fruit sours with a touch of hops. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Well, let's crack it open. Like I said, came down date 8/10/2022. Wow, that is we're not getting anywhere with that. Oh, there you go. Kind of. Let's pop this open. I do have my wheat beer glass, but technically, Berliner Weiss fruited sour. That's what I use for my fruited sours. Let's crack this open. Okay. Okay. A little bit of a thickness. Look at that color, though. That's what I was hoping for. Wow, I did a terrible job washing out this glassware, though. So it's got this reddish pink coloration to it. Super hazy, pretty much. No clarity through this beer at all. I see lots of floaties, lots of chunkies. It had this white head that seemed to just completely dissipate really fast. It's already given kind of that fruit puree lacing on top. I thought this beer was going to be more along the lines of like a thinner beer, but it looks pretty dang thick. Dirty Glass Mafia is correct, which I don't understand because I literally took sponge soap and washed this glass for a good 5 minutes each one. So, I don't know, whatever. And I dried them off with a towel. Who knows? But yeah, it looks pretty dang good to me. Let's go for the nose on this. That's raspberry. Yeah, it's got that acidic tart aroma. A nice sweetness, though. Dare I say, a natural aroma? Yeah, it does smell natural. Yeah, it's just straightforward, natural, sweet raspberry. Almost like actually, it's almost like a raspberry jam. So there's a little bit of like a sweetness. Not a little bit. There's a lot of sweetness. Yeah, so it's like a sweet raspberry jam with a slightly tart aspect to it. Slightly tart acidity. Overall, it smells really good. I mean, it's definitely heavily fruited. I thought this was going to be more IPA with just like a little bit of raspberry adjunct added to it. But no, this is heavily fruited all day. So, cheers. Try it out. It's it's pretty tasty. It's pretty refreshing, I will say. What's going on, Alex? Cheers, man. Good to see you, buddy. I'm sorry, Rich. Maybe if you're not busy later on, you can hop on and hang out with us. I'm sure we'll be on all night. I need some raspberry thickness. Cheers, Joe. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's straight raspberry. It's almost got a little bit like that raspberry jam on the palate as well. So it's just, it's super, actually, it's not super sweet. It's very sweet, but it's not like overly cloying, I should say. And then it's got like this nice tart finish. A little drying, I will say. But it's got this nice tart finish. It's not lip puckering sour. It's actually pretty crisp and refreshing. The thickness of the beer isn't overpowering to the point where it's like, oh, that's way too thick. I'm gonna have to wait to sip it for a couple more minutes, like you get with like some stouts and stuff. It's definitely on the more of a drinkable side as far as the heavily fruited. But overall, this is really good. I do like this. I'm actually really surprised. I probably would have drank this sooner if I knew it tasted like this, or if I knew it was like heavily fruited aspect. Like I said, I thought it was just going to be kind of IPA with adjunct of raspberry. This is a very good product. If you like heavily fruited sours, but you don't want them to be like overly thick and milkshakey, this is a good one to try out. It's still giving like that smoothie like vibes, but it's not super thick like, let's say, like Drecker, some of the Drecker products, like a lot of their slang de jours and their chunks are like kind of that like super thick cakey kind of viscosity. This one's definitely drinking like a regular smoothie. And yeah, I think they did a really good job of this. Carbonation is actually a little bit more spritzy than what I'm used to for heavily fruited. I'd say it's about medium carbonation, but on the lighter side of medium. Definitely not as carbonated as that Pilsner, but it does have a little bit of that like spritzy carbonation, which is nice. I do like a little bit of carbonation with these heavily fruited, considering the fact that they are definitely thicker than other beers, and it just kind of helps them go down easier, and it makes it so it's not as filling, when you get that good balance and that carbonation. I'd say mouthfeel is about medium to full. It's not full on full, but it's getting up there. Cheers, Alex. Yeah, I think you would like this beer, Alex. I think you would enjoy this one for sure. That's not creamy, but it is like silky smooth. Number on this, I like it. If you're a fan of raspberry and you like smoothies, I think you would love this. I just kind of wish it had another adjunct to it, maybe some other berry. Overall, it's pretty dang good. There's nothing really offensive about it. Uh, it's just full on raspberry smoothie. I'll give this 94. I think that's fair. Like I said, I kind of wish it's just making me want to have like another adjunct with it, like another fruit. Um, but overall, like you said, if you're a fan of raspberry, I think you would go crazy for this. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you too, bro. Now let's look at Frequentum Brewing Co.'s. Let's look at this. Pull some stuff up. App list. All right, so they got these draft beers. They got a hazy pale ale, 5%. 3.5 for 5 ounce. $7 for a 17 ounce. Not bad. Not bad. I will say on draft, looks like they got some pretty good draft prices. So, wet hop season 2022 West Coast IPA 6.3%. $7, 17 ounce, 3.5, well $3.50 for a 5 ounce. Nice hazy IPA, hazy juicy IPA 6.5. Not bad. Natural flavors tangerine, 17 ounce for $7.50. Not bad. Just fruit. Heavily fruited sour ale, thick, tropical, and jammy with large additions of pineapple, mango, papaya. $8.50 for a 17 ounce. It sounds like some decent prices over here at Frequentum. They got a Marzen, $6 for a 17 ounce. Black Lager, $6. Kolsch, $6. New England IPA, 6.5. The one thing I will say about this is I wish they had something that was a little higher in ABV. We're looking at around basically 5 to 6.5. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. I'm just a fan of bigger ABVs personally. So they have really good prices, though. I will say, as far as pricing, they have some good pricing. So if you want to try this beer, you can get a 5 ounce of it for $3.75, or you can get a 17 ounce for $7.50. Not bad. They do have wine, so you can get a 6 ounce pour, some wine, $10. And alcoholic options, draft nitro cold brew. There you go, that's cool. Get some coffee, some kombucha, kombucha. Got some fizz soda, a bottle of water. Better get your water in you. Can pours for here. Embark cider, 12 ounce can, $7. Batch farmhouse raspberry. Oh, they have. I think these are beer flights. Cosmic Wind and Wet Hop Season were both good. I actually drank them on live streams the past few weeks. Nice. There you go. What was I looking at? Oh, the flights. Beer flight. Any 4 different 5 ounce draft pours of your choice. That's not bad. Oh, so you could get, I'm gonna get all the fruited, all the fruited sours. Give me all the fruited sours. And then they got this beer ski. 4 times 4 ounce beer shots for you and your friends. That's a little confusing. I don't understand that. I mean, I didn't look at the. Hold on, let me pull up. I'm a rookie apparently. Starting to get kind of. It's only 5 o'clock. It's already starting to get a little dark out. So here are the cans to go. They got a black lager, $14, not bad. Marzen, $14 for a 4-pack, 5.8%. Wood Hop Season, 6.3, $18. West Coast IPA collab with Evil Twin, New York City. White Hop with Cascade from Champlain Valley Hops in Vermont. Cosmic Wind, 5% ABV, easy pale ale brewed with Murmuration, Wind, Malt, Dry Hop with Mosaic and Mandarina hops. Oh, Mandarina, Bavaria. 5% ABV, $18 for 4-pack. Number 56 New England IPA. Dry hop with Simcoe, Matsueka, Azaka, 6.5% ABV, $18 for a 4-pack. Natural flavors, tangerine, 6.5% ABV, $20. Sour IPA, Azaka, and Idaho 7 tangerine, nice. Natural flavors, raspberry, the one that I have, 6.2% ABV, $20 for 4-pack. Dry hop with Simcoe, Citra, Kohatu. Just Fruit, pineapple, mango, papaya, 5.2% ABV, $22 for 4-pack. Another Just Fruit, strawberry patch fruit peach, 5.1% ABV, $22 a 4-pack. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, if anybody wants to come up, I will. I have a link. I can drop them. Probably not going to do it in the chat here. If anybody wants to hop on the panel and hang out for a little bit, I do have one more beer to review. And yeah, just let me know. I can get you guys the link. Cheers, Shark. Good to see you, man. This is pretty dang good, I will say. They did a good job with this. $22 a 4-pack. I'd pay that for this. Definitely. All day. Compared to the Just Fruits that I tried at Beer Sugar Palooza, the Just Fruits, the heavily fruited sours, are definitely a little bit more on the thicker side. These are a little bit thinner, I will say. Makes sense. It's IPA. It has an actual heavily fruited sour, they're calling it. All right. One more beer to go. Like I said, if anybody wants to hop on here and hang out, I can get you guys the link. So let's go ahead and put this aside. Grab our third beer that we're reviewing. All right. So last beer we got to review is Greek Floyd's Cheer Team Ale. Cheer Team Ale. Excuse me. The Three Floyds website just says Cheer Team. That's why I have it. They don't like that, but yeah. So this is the website says. Let's pull up the website actually. Cheer Team. The new combination of American hops in this enigmatic IPA is an instant classic. The very fruity and, may we say, juicy hop characters unrelentingly delicious. Limited availability August through September. Styles of double IPA. ABV 7.7%. IBUs 92. Artist, Skinner. Designer, Zimmer Design. All right. So it does come in a 4-pack, I believe. I think so. I think that's what I just saw. Cheers, Miscellaneous. Good to see you. Yeah. So this was actually pretty cheap. This was like $2.30. Actually, yeah, it was like $2.38, something like that. This package on 8/8/22. It's double IPA, 7.7%. Already said that. Someone's driving by on a motorcycle. Pretty much says the same thing on the side. If you want to go to their website, you can check them out at freefloyds.com. That's a 3, number 3. Oh, what did I do? Okay, we're good. We're good. So, yeah, let's crack this open. Let's see what it looks like. Like I said, if anybody wants to hop on here, hang out, I will be I will probably be hanging out until Beer Man's show. I like your style at 6 o'clock. So after this review, cheers, Beer Man. Oh, there he is. Good to see you. Just mentioned you 2 seconds ago before you commented. All right, let's crack this open. I got my Spigaloo IPA glass. Let's check it out. So 92 IBUs. This is definitely more along the lines of a West Coast IPA, but it does look unfiltered. So American IPA. American IPA is probably what they call this. It has this. It's definitely golden, easy golden color. There's a lot of chunkies and sediment floating around in there. For this super frothy, creamy off-white head, kind of rocky on top. Lots of small bubbles on the side, tight knit small bubbles. So it is holding some good retention. I guess so. I mean, I'm not the only person on YouTube reviewing beer, multiple beers at once. But cheers, Miscellaneous. Cheers, Cheryl. Good to see you. But yeah, looks pretty dang good. Like I said, this is definitely considered an American IPA. Let's go for the nose on it. Oh, mango, grapefruit all day. Caramel. White bread, biscuity breadiness. Orange peel. Yeah, it's totally given West Coast IPA aromas. Some dank, earthy hop resin. Budweiser? Yeah, it smells like your typical West Coast IPA. It's not super complex on the nose. But like I said, it smells like a typical West Coast IPA. Kind of more dank, earthy, hop resin, herbaceous. Yeah, kind of that's pretty much what I'm getting from it. Let's try this out. Cheers. Okay. It actually has a little bit more of got a little bit more of a creaminess on the mouthfeel than your typical West Coast. Well, it's an American IPA, so yeah. Orange peel, pithy, grapefruit bitterness. You get that astringency, slightly drying aspect to it. Yeah, definitely super citrusy and fruity. Slight melon note, slight honeydew-like melon note. There's a nice sweetness in the background as well. A little bit of that caramel malt sweetness comes through. Overall, it's definitely more dank and earthy, or dank and like dank hop resin, herbaceous. I wouldn't necessarily say earthy, actually. But it actually finishes pretty crisp and clean. I'd say it's about on the lighter side of medium. It does have like a little bit of like a creamy mouthfeel. I wonder if they use maybe some type of oats or something in this. Definitely has a little bit more of a fuller body to it, and especially this super creamy frothy head makes you think maybe they're using some type of, like I said, maybe some oats or some wheat. But I think that they would say that in the description. I mean, at least you would think that they would. Overall, it's pretty good. I enjoy it actually. 7.7%, definitely not noticeable on the palate or the aroma. I'm not getting any type of booziness. It doesn't taste green at all. I mean, it is from 8.8, so it's getting up there. It's close to 3 months, but it hasn't turned into that like super malt bomb some of these American IPAs normally do. Normally turn into. Cheers, Sam. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. I will go ahead and drop the link in one of our hangouts here. If anybody wants to hop on and hang out with me until Beerman show. Yeah, overall, I like it. It's not bad. I mean, $2.30 a can. You can't go wrong. 7.7% ABV. Good ABV on it. It's got the drinkability. It's a nice beer to switch up from, like, you know, drinking super juicy double New England's and Imperial IPAs on the more New England side. It's nice to jump back into like the American IPA / West Coast IPA style. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries, Marcellinus. But yeah, for a number for this, I just wish it had a little bit more of a complexity as far as like a beer or an American. As far as a beer, as far as American IPA, 7.7%. I think they did a pretty good job with this. It's super crushable. It's got some good flavor notes going for it. It's just not overly complex. It definitely just has like your standard West Coast IPA flavor with kind of like the body and mouthfeel of like a New England. So as far as that aspect, I think they did pretty dang good with this. I'll give it a solid 90 out of 100. Is it super mind blowing? No, I wouldn't say it's super something that I'm gonna go out and be like, oh, I need to find another 4-pack of this. I actually bought 2 cans, so I mean, there's that, you know. But yeah, overall, hits all the marks. It's a decent beer for what it is. I'm enjoying it. 90 out of 100, I think it is completely fair. Now, would I drink this over Zombie Dust? I think I like Zombie Dust a little bit more. I forgot what I rated Zombie Dust because I did do a video on Zombie Dust. I think I gave Zombie Dust like a 94, possibly something around there. That's also, I think that was like 12 ounce can, 6-pack, roughly around $10, 11, 12, maybe something around there. I think this might be around the same price, to be honest with you. Let's look it up. I don't think they give. Let's see what it is. Beers. And if you haven't had it before, Gumball Head by these guys is actually pretty dang good. I like the Gumball Head. I've heard some people say that they didn't necessarily enjoy it, but I thought the Gumball Head. Okay, Zombie Dust. Zombie Dust is a pale ale, 6.5%. Okay, so this is pretty much like a. Yeah. The Zombie Dust I did like more than this beer. This is also double American, double IPA. Zombie Dust is a 6.5% pale ale. But overall, I think their flagship is probably Zombie Dust. As far as what I know, could be wrong. So yeah, let me share it up. Gumball Head is the only American pale wheat ale I enjoy, but then again, it's hopped to heck with Amarillo, so kind of unfair to compare it to others in the style. Yeah, I can see that. I get what you're saying. I like the Gumball Head. It's fairly priced too. It's like 10, 11 bucks for a 6-pack. You really can't go wrong. Zombie Dust. This intensely hopped and gushing undead pale ale will be one's only respite after the zombie apocalypse, created with our marvelous friends in the comic industry. Availability year-round style pale ale, 62 IBUs, 6.5% ABV. Nice. Let's look at some other stuff they got. Robert the Bruce. Never seen that before. Scottish style ale. Full body Scottish style ale. A well-rounded, multi-profile roasted biscuit like this. Never seen that one. Space Station Middle Finger. I've never seen that one. I've never seen that one either. That's a pretty cool can. From the dawn of time, humans have looked to the skies for answers. Space Station Middle Finger replies to all from its eternal orbit. Behold and enjoy Space Station Middle Finger, bright golden American Pale Ale. Available year-round. Style American Pale Ale, ABV 6.5, IBU 58. Artist, take some more. Well, there you go. Speed Castle. I've never seen this before either. And these are year-round releases. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Old school old Wesky. Old Wesky 6.9 wow, English is hard today. Old Westy 6.5% ABV too. Our newest year-round beer has arrived. Speed Castle Pilsner, using hops, starts from German farms, American Pilsner malt, and hand selected fresh or wet hops. Speed Castle is a crisp, refreshing, and world-ending pilsner. Never seen that one. I'd try it. Haven't seen it. What else we got on here? Off the King. I feel like I've seen this, but I'm not 100% positive. Bold yet balanced American Pale Ale with slight caramel sweetness and aggressive citrus hoppiness. Available year-round. Style American Pale Ale. IBU 68, ABV 6.66%. Artist Phineas X. Jones. Designer Zimmer Design. Cool can. Barbarian Haze. I have had this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I did a review on this one. At long last, we bring you our take on a hazy IPA. It's no secret that most of our portfolio is hop forward, flavorful, and unfiltered. With Barbarian Haze, we took the hopping protocol a bit further using some new age brewing alchemy, coupled with our old school heavy-handed approach. Hazel's style recognizes the complex soft malt character that helps balance the generous hop additions with supreme drinkability. Drinkability is year-round. 6.5% ABV, 63 IBUs. Here's the gumball head. All right. Gumball head. An American wheat ale brewed with white wheat and dry hopped with hand-selected hops from the Yakima Valley. Bright and refreshing with a lemony finish. Availability year-round. Styles of wheat beer. Oh, that was no water bottle. Styles of wheat beer. IBUs 35, ABV 5.6%. Artist Rob Sires, designer Zimmer Design. Decent beer, for sure. I've had this one too. Laser Snake is a good old-fashioned Indiana Pale Ale. Special Bavarian hops and Indiana malt give Laser Snake its smooth, non-filtered appeal to all craft beer and macro enthusiasts. Available year-round, ABV 7%, IBUs 55. Alright, we'll look at some of the other ones. Talk about them quick. Is that Hefeweizen? Pretty good. Munsterfest. Their Oktoberfest beer. It's a Bram. %, ABV IPA. Agro Master. I like the name of that. Scottish style ale. Coffee ale. 7.5%. Alpha Claus. You've seen this one as well. Christmas Porter. Irish style red ale. Nice. Brew Harvest Ale. I saw this one. I think it was old, so I didn't buy it. Catgate. Double IPA. I know what's going on here. They need to stop putting the wording over the cans, especially when you can't read it. That's just silly. Brett fermented IPA, 7.5%. Tier Team, the one I have. So this is limited release. Dreadnought IPA. Hero IPA. 9.4%. Barrel wood aged. Is that all the? Oh no, that wasn't all the. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, I missed one. Missed a couple. Permanent Funeral. Double IPA, 10.5%. Why do I keep pulling this one up? Oh, it's the same looking bottle. Okay. Coconut Porter. Nice. Spooky top. Stout. I have had this too. I have had this beer. Double IPA. There you go. Barrel / wood age. Buddha Bean. American Wild Ale. Members only. Pure milk stout aged for over a year in bourbon barrels with cacao nibs, dried bananas, and cherries added. Barley wine ale, brewed with salted caramel, vanilla beans, and cacao nibs, and aged for 12 months in bourbon barrels. Tastes of the scrumptiousness. Sounds pretty good, actually. 13.7%. MGs. Barrel aged behemoth. Barrel aged barley wine. Aged for a year in bourbon barrels. Sounds good. I'd try it. Blot out the sun. Barrel aged imperial stout. Looks good. Cocomungo. Barrel aged imperial stout, 50.6%. Nice. Willet bourbon barrels. I have some Willet rye behind me. Maple syrup and toasted coconut. That sounds pretty good. I'd try it. 15.6% too. Wow. Crushing Mass. Barrel aged coffee stout, 15.1%. That's another higher ABV beer. Nice. Yeah. Well, that's 3 Floyd selection. Still sipping on this. Gonna get ready here soon to hop on the Beer Man stream. I like your style. Still gonna hang out, finish my beer for now. Overall, some solid products for this beer session. An IPA, heavily fruited, and a Pilsner. Not bad in my opinion. Definitely think my favorite of the bunch was for sure the Frequentum and natural flavors, the one with the raspberry, the heavily fruited. This one was decent too. Tried to pick a different variety, somewhat of a different variety. An IPA, sour IPA. It was technically a heavily fruited by the looks of it and the taste. Look at the chunkies in that. Oh my gosh, lots of sediment in there. Excuse me. Let's see what Beer Advocate says. They're just calling it an Imperial IPA. It's definitely an American, though. I would consider this an American. It's got a 92 out of 100 for outstanding. How bad would I give it? I think I give it a 90. Yeah, overall, decent beer. I would definitely consider this an American. All right, well, I guess I'll do some shout outs for some people coming up tonight. Um, here shortly. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The I Like Your Style with Beer Man. I believe it's supposed to be Beatles themed, but he said it's oops, I did Beatles already. So grab a beer that there's so many different songs by the Beatles, and there's so many different interpretations of what you think of when you see the Beatles. So I'm sure you can find multiple beers. I found something that's pretty dang cool. I will be on Beer Man's show at 6 p.m. Probably hang out here until 6 or until I finish my beer. But yeah, so if you're watching, go check out Beer Man. On Tuesdays, yesterday he did beer and cheese. It's been open table recently. Next week will be open table as well. So 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, if you'd like. If you're not in the groups that we're in, we could definitely get you a link. As long as you're respectful to everybody else. Bring a cheese of any type of cheese. Bring any kind of beer. Pair them together. I'm fairly new at it, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when you try to pair different cheeses and different beers. You go to the grocery store and you're like, what cheese will pair with this beer that I already have? Or you go to the liquor store and you're like, what beer will pair with this cheese that I have? So it's a pretty cool concept, Grab either or, grab whatever you think. IPAs usually work really well with some cheddars. I had a Colby cheese and an IPA from Trillium, more along the lines of a New England IPA, and it worked out pretty well. I was getting a little bit of like an orange creamsicle flavor note with the IPA, and the Colby cheese was super creamy, milky, and it really enhanced that orange creamsicle vibe of the beer. So, you never know what pairings will work out. So definitely check out Beer and Cheese with Beer Man. And then tonight, 20 minutes from now, make sure to catch me over on I Like Your Style. Some other people I want to shout out. Shout out to Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Hopefully he's doing another Thursday show. He does do a Thursday night beer session. I did kind of get my idea off of what Miscellaneous does. So definitely a big shout out to him. Go check out his channel. Great beer reviewer. Go show him some love. Hopefully he does a show tomorrow. Usually it's Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then he also does like some other power hours, which are pretty fun. but your night might end shortly after that power hour. But it is definitely a good time. Shout out to this guy over here as well. Let me pull the names up. Go check out this guy, Mr. Brew Reviews. Check out this guy, Beer Man. Check out this guy as well, Sam Spaulding. Here's you, Sam. Short Stout Beer Reviews on Instagram. Go check him out. Post a lot of pictures of some great beers. And also this guy as well, Mr. Joe from the Beer Patrol. Great reviewer. Encyclopedia Joe, Average Joe. Awesome with the beer knowledge. Super, super knowledgeable. But also a great dude to hang out with. Lots of laughs when you're hanging out with him. Cheers to Show Crawford as well. Also go check out Bumpy Road Brews Mondays, 8 p.m. New brew. Grab a beer. Any type of new beer. Or any beer that's new to you. So it has to be new to you. It can't just be like something like, well, I mean, you could do like a new release, like a 2022 release of whatever beer, or 2023, considering we're almost in 2023. So yeah, if you got a new beer and you want to review it on a live stream, go hop on with Bumpy. Wildcard Wednesday tonight with Thomas Metal 75. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching my channel, or if you've been around, you guys know who Eric from Massachusetts Beer Reviews, also known as Thomas Metal 75. He'll be doing a Wildcard Wednesday tonight, 7:30 p.m. And yeah, I kind of wanted to just do my live stream a little bit sooner. I kind of figured it was just going to be me by myself. I know a lot of people are just still working, or they're out doing stuff, but I have Wednesdays off usually, so I think this might be more of a common thing where I do my own show Wednesdays early. Maybe not every single Wednesday, but I would like to do that. We'll possibly have some other people on here. Probably have, I have a bunch of different beer topics. So it might not always be the beer session, but it might be all the other shows that I have. I might just kind of figure out which one I want to do. Yeah. What else do we got to shout out there? Josh, Last Beer. Go check out Last Beer's channel. 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays. Beer Bowl discussions. Starts the show off with a beer review. Opens the panel up. Talks about different beer topics, beer news. Definitely shout out to 93 Lumber with Keith. 93 Lumber spelled out, of course. Go check out that show or that channel with Keith. Go leave him a sub. Great beer reviewer as well. And also shout out to Dan and Mike from FLX Beer Reviews. Go leave them a sub. Watch their reviews. Very entertaining. Thank you, Keith, for the pills by Zillico. Thank you, Dan and Mike, for the natural flavors by Frequentum. And yeah, the other beer I just kind of picked up. Wasn't bad price. $2.30, whatever, for double IPA, 7.7%. Can't go wrong, especially with nowadays prices. And yeah. Finish this off. One more sip. Well, there you have it. Go check us out on I Like Your Style with Beer Man, coming up at 6 p.m. And I think that'll do it for this show for tonight. On my channel, at least. Come and hang out with us on I Like Your Style on Wildcard Wednesday. If there's anything else that you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.